We start in Thailand, where violence has erupted in the North Bangkok district on the eve of controversial elections in the country. Explosions and gunshots were heard as supporters and opponents of Thailand's government were locked in a standoff outside the Laxi district office. Now, 3 people are reported to be wounded, 1 by gunfire and 2 in the explosions, and some protesters were reportedly seen carrying handguns. Now, tensions in the Laxi district have been rising since the afternoon. Anti and pro-government demonstrators took up positions close to each other outside the district office. Ballot boxes and papers for other polling stations are being stored here. Anti-government protesters had the building surrounded since Friday to stop it from being used as a polling station. They've also threatened to seal the premises and cut water and electricity until Sunday. Now, underlying the volatility of the situation, gunshots were reportedly also fired at 2 anti-government rally sites in Bangkok early this morning. No one was injured in that. Still, the protesters proceeded with the 3rd and final day of marches before the election. Many of them wore red, the color of the pro-government red shirts, after protest leader Suthep Thakksuban called on them to don red for the Lunar New Year. Opposition protesters have been trying to block ballot boxes from being distributed in several parts of the country, and they've also vowed to prevent voters from casting their ballots tomorrow, even as caretaker Prime Minister Yingluck called for uninterrupted polling. Authorities say 130,000 police, or about half of the country's police force, will be deployed at polling stations across Thailand, and soldiers will also be on duty to help police. And joining us now from Bangkok is Panu Wongchaum. He's our reporter on the ground. So Panu, what's the latest on the explosions that you've heard, or that we heard of in northern Bangkok?
Good evening, UM. The latest on the explosion at Laxi intersection is that the situation there is still very chaotic after hours and hours of tense standoff between anti-government protesters and the pro-government red shirt. After, of course, a gunshot has been heard and the explosion, it's still unclear how many people are injured, but so far at least 3 people have been injured.